Brotherhood Annual, the Ushers Annual, Harvest Day Musical, and Harvest Day, as well as our Family and Friends Day. Hopefully we will have updates as to what we will be doing in those events. In the book of Job, the 14th chapter, I would like to talk to you about suffering as a mystery. In Job chapter 14, verse 1, it reads, "Man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble." We live in a world of suffering. It's not merely global. Suffering is universal. The question then is this common lot of man accidental, or is it even incidental? God suffered first. He has suffered experientially. He still suffers. Could God not have avoided suffering himself? Could he not in turn have spared man these millenniums of suffering? If he could have and did not, if he can now and does not, is not God's goodness called into question? If God did not shrink from suffering, but gave himself to it, should you and I, on his part, seek to escape? So doing, would we miss something of real value to himself? If suffering, inseparate from the system of evil, are we to find any that which makes for our good? These are a few of the questions that crowded into the minds in the face of the mystery of suffering. Why is life's God's life, man's life, animal's life, plant life, such as it is, subject to struggle, subject to pain, subject to injury? Why is it constantly caught in the meshes of suffering? The right answer to these questions will bring one into a sanctuary of understanding where the dark mystery of existence is resolved. For the Bible plainly states that man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble. His life begins with travail by his mother, and it ends in a wall overlooked by his friends. We search ponderous what lies between. He has eyes to see. These eyes are dimmed. Shutting out the sun and the beauties of nature, he gropes his way. He has ears to hear. They become stopped. He's a prisoner when the voices of friends and the strains of music cannot be reached. He has hands to work. They palsy. Limp at his side. His career is ended. He has feet to walk. They're crippled by disease or accident. Therefore, he sits helplessly aside. Has lungs to breathe until germs build them, a stomach for nourishment until some malady appears, a brain to think until it fails him and he becomes one of the thousands of inmates. And all of these friends, man multiplied sufferings have created specialists, thousands of specialists, giving themselves through long hours to work or relief. Then there is the vast throng of suffering from whom no relief ever comes. They just go on suffering. Still greater is the agony of mental anguish, found hopes dashed to the ground. Life plans hopelessly wrecked, bosom friends betraying, a reputation ruthlessly assailed. A partner ruins one's business, a life's companion found disloyal, of a loved son or daughter, bringing this sad disgrace. Then perchance remorse for evil, loyalty for wealth and health. These are fatal mistakes, gnawing day and night at one's vital that haunting words remember. Any of these, whether singly or in combination, may affect one as to assail the reason with benumbing questions. Is there a God? Well, I stop by to tell you there is. He hears, he sees, he knows. Does he care? Yes, he does. Is there relief? Yes, it is. Why is life a prolonged struggle, a veil of tears? Why this dark mystery of suffering? Well, let's look at Job's answer. A one who, just like you and I, are going through, just like you and I are going through. We're in a pandemic now. We don't know how long. The answers that we've gotten aren't sufficient, aren't satisfying. We can't visit our sick persons in the hospital, people in rest homes, and rehab centers. We can't visit our loved ones in prison. We can't embrace each other like we once did. We're in a period now with this pandemic that we're in. But Job has the answer. He experienced things and taken by themselves merely discourse the mystery altogether too deep for his friends to fathom. You see, people don't understand you. People are fickle. People will turn on you. You friends that you think you have when you need them, when you really need them, they are not there. And so, here you are, suffering. Job was a good man. As a matter of fact, he was a godly man. As a matter of fact, God owned him as his servant. He said, my servant Job. And he goes on to say, there is none like him. He was perfect and upright. But in one stroke, he was stopped. He was stripped of his possessions, and then of his family, and then in the place of personal health, comfort, and esteem came disease, distress, and lonesomeness. And then his friends. Lord have mercy for friends. These three friends heard about Job's situation, so they decided that they'd go visit him in hopes to give him comfort. It probably would have been best if they had stayed away. The hand of Satan has accused God of bribing Job to be good, of binding his loyalty with wealth and health. And he says to the Lord, Satan says to the Lord, if you remove these things from him, he will curse thee to thy face. This is what Satan said to the Lord. He has the right to serve you. He got everything he wants. If you will remove these things from him, this hedge that you have around him, I'll show you his real personality. Could that be possible with Job or with you? If God took his hands off of you, if he took his hands off of whatever it is you have, and just let the devil have his way, would you turn on God? The Bible tells us to endure hardness. a good soldier. The Bible tells us that trouble don't last always. The Bible teaches that if in this house that we live in, this body, we have our problems, it ain't going to be like this always. He teaches us that there is a new house, a new building, not made by hands. Maybe they'll never come up with a medication that can cure what we're going through now. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to trust in the Lord. I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm going to keep my eyes on the star post in glory. Because I like that song, I know the Lord will make a way. And so he saw Job as supreme sufferer. And yes, he did suffer. But listen to Job's own words. When his friends had come and had accused him, you must have done something wrong, and although we didn't know it, God knew it, and you're paying the price now. What a comfort from friends to come visit. I think I told you once before, New Friendship, that if I'm in the hospital and you come to see me, don't come tell me, well, don't look like you're going to make it. If you got to say those things, you don't come. What is it you so-and-so had that? I don't need no bad news. So what does Job do? When they got through with the accusations and all of that, Job said, well, I don't know why I'm going through what I'm going through. I don't know how long I'm going to have to go. I know I've lost all I had, but one thing I do, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. How long then, Job, are you going to do this? Job said, all of the days of my appointed time. I know it's going to be better after a while. So I'm going to wait until my changes come. And that's what I want you to do, New Friendship. We're going through it now. I don't know who's going to be victims of this pandemic or something else that might come on. They say we're in now a double pandemic. We're in a pandemic of the coronavirus and the flu season. And then there's that West Nile virus going through with the mosquitoes. Who knows what's next? I thank the Lord. I thank you all. The Lord is allowing things to happen to us in order for us to draw closer to Him and draw closer to each other. The lesson I want you to get out of this as I close this message is that I'm going to let what I'm going through draw me closer to the Lord, closer to each other. If I have any grudge, if I have anything against a brother or a sister or a friend or even an enemy, I'm going to let it go because I want to meet my Maker. And like Job said, all of the days of my appointed time, I'm going to keep trusting Him. That's what He means. I'm going to wait till my change comes. I'm going to keep trusting Him. I'm not going to give up. If I die in this predicament, so be it. I got a better home. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. And it's yours. Thank you, Father, for these moments. We know that we're not in this by ourselves, that you're with us, that you're the great physician. We're trusting you, not 45, not the upcoming election. We're trusting you. And that if you're for us,